Tell me, do you read my mind? Feels like it. Hit me with the perfect line. Good timing. You asked to come back to my place. I knew when I looked at your face. You do me wrong in the right way. Let me down when I want to breathe. Give me some of that energy. You're the language I wanna speak. But every time I talk, I'm tongue-tied. Lost in the rhythm of my mind. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you willing, know that I'm ready. Just come and get it. Don't you forget what I like. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you willing, know that I'm ready. Just come and get it. Show me what you mean. Come closer. Tripping over what you think. Hot dosage. We don't have much conversation, but you still know what I'm saying. Bodies can do the explaining. Oh yeah. Lay me down when I 1, 2, 3. I could use your company. You're the language I wanna speak. But every time I talk, I'm tongue-tied. Lost in the rhythm of my mind. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you're willing, know that I'm ready. Just come and get it. Don't you forget what I like. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you're willing, every time I talk, I'm tongue-tied. Lost in the rhythm of my mind. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you're willing, know that I'm ready. Just come and get it. Don't you forget what I like. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you're willing, know that I'm ready. Just come and get it. 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 Every time I talk, I'm tongue-tied. Just come and get it. Just come and get it. Just come and get it. Every time I talk, I'm tongue-tied. Lost in the rhythm of my mind. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you're willing, know that I'm ready. Just come and get it. Don't you forget what I like. Give in to my feelings tonight. So if you're willing, know that I'm ready. Just come and get it.
Forever, I just wanna see ya. For real. Where you been, how you doing, I have no idea. If I could give you my sight, so you can see what I see when I look at you. I would give you my hands, so you can feel what I feel when I'm holding you. And I don't wanna take my time. I feel it coming to me soon. And I'm not gonna close my eyes. No sleep tonight. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you till you're knocking on my door. Hope you don't change.
I bust my ass, Lou. That's what I do every day. So you be careful who you mouth off to, jerk off. On my door. I'll be waiting.
They say the devil's water, it ain't so sweet. You don't have to drink right now, but you can dip your feet every once in a little while.
Woke up this morning, Uncle Lou and Baby D gonna put on a morning show for you and for me. Come on in, just stay a while. Uncle Lou and Baby D gonna make you smile. Good morning, good morning, the Uncle Lou and BBD morning show.
Whoopity doo!
Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Clap your hands, clap, clap, clap. Stomp your feet, stomp, stomp, stomp. Spin around, spin, spin, spin. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Wash your hands, wash, wash, wash. Shake your hands, shake, shake, shake. Brush your teeth, brush, brush, brush. All right. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. Hey! 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 It's Uncle Lou here. That's right, it's me, Uncle Lou. live for you on YouTube today. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it also. And in addition to that as well, this is the morning show with Uncle Lou and BVD. You know BVD, don't you? This guy. Yeah, that guy right there. He'll be joining us here in just a second. Yeah, so don't worry about that. We do this show 4 days a week for you, too. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 a.m., the morning show with Uncle Lou and BVD. Appreciate all you guys tuning in this morning. Hope you're all doing well. What's today? Tuesday. Yep, today's Tuesday. May 12th. Now, tomorrow, there is no morning show tomorrow. That's the bad news. Good news is it's Uncle Lou's birthday. That's right. Uncle Lou's birthday is tomorrow. I think last week I said my birthday was on Thursday. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm 40-something years old. It's a miracle I remembered it at all. Yeah, but May 13th, tomorrow's Uncle Lou's birthday. No live shows tomorrow, though. Got the show today. The call-in show Tuesday and Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Uncle Lou After Dark. College football call-in show. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Anyway, how you guys doing today? I'm sure you're doing fantastic, would be my guess. Want to be doing even better? You know, we should do this one morning. We'll go over to Bet Now. Maybe not today, but we'll go over there one morning and we'll check out some of the odds over there on the football season. I'm not sure what futures they have over there. I'm sure you can bet on who you think will win the Natty. You might be able to bet on the Heisman. I'm not sure if they have win totals over there yet or not. I'm not sure. They might have took a lot of bets down because of the coronavirus. I don't know. But in the meantime, run over there and bet on Madden. That's right. You can bet on Madden games. All your hopes, prayers, and dreams have been answered. And the good people over at betnow.eu are now allowing you to bet on Madden games. Yeah, Madden or NBA 2K, whatever. Go check them out. Most of you are familiar with betnow.eu. I've been working with them for a couple of years. They will treat you right. So go check them out. Listen to whatever I say and then bet the opposite. That's probably the best advice you will receive today. So anyway, BVD, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good. I got a good night's sleep last night. I went to bed right after the BVD show ended, just like I was supposed to.
You mean I didn't put you to sleep before the end?
Well, that got me in the right state of mind for sure.
I know I'm doing my job.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still taking that NyQuil at night too, so that helps.
Yeah, NyQuil does have alcohol in it, so it does help. I've heard.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel good today. Slept good.
I'm glad to know that because I slept a couple hours myself last night.
That's just about
a miracle.
Yeah. Cold up there?
Yes.
Yeah, here
indeed.
Too. Weird, isn't it, for the middle of May?
Yeah, it's getting better though. It's supposed to be by Saturday. It's supposed to be 81.
Yeah, the last few days here, it's been in the low 70s. Today, I think it's supposed to be about 79, and then tomorrow, like 120. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But like close to 90.
Gotcha.
And I think after this, we'll be done with the 70s down here.
So you tuned into any of that Korean baseball Bad Dog got going over there?
I clicked on it for a few minutes this morning. I mean, the thing with me, I can't even get into American baseball.
Yeah.
So I mean, I watched it for a little bit just to watch Bad Dog. It is fun to see him say the names in that.
Yeah, well, I was going to say the name part alone. And
Yeah.
he's good. Well, I assume he's good at it. I mean,
How
you
would
or
we
I
know?
could probably broadcast that shit and just make names up and not know the difference.
You know, I mispronounce American names all the time. It triggers people like no other. Maybe I should start doing Korean stuff because then no one would know. How would you know?
I know, right?
I mean, I might be saying it perfect. No one would know. So yeah, I did notice he was streaming again this morning when I came out here. So I clicked over there and I was just like, you know what? What am I doing here? I mean, I do. Yes, do I miss sports? Yes. Do I really want to watch Korean baseball though? No.
Are we going to miss Korean baseball when
When it's
let's
gone?
just say American baseball comes back?
There is some American baseball news. We talked about it yesterday, and then they sort of put out an official proposal yesterday. So we'll, college football is not baseball. We know that, but we've been saying the last couple of months. I mean, you can probably look to what Major League Baseball and NBA do as at least a hint of what you might or might not see when college football comes around. So. We'll talk about what baseball wants to do. The league, the owners have submitted a proposal to the players. So this is nothing etched in stone, but this is what the owners are proposing. And the players, of course, will argue for other things, which brings us back to the point. In college, you don't have anybody to do that for the players. That's the problem that we're going to run into, I think. When you get ready to start, is that again the college players aren't paid, they don't have a union to protect their interests, and when I get to reading this article in a minute, I want you to apply what you hear Major League Baseball players demanding to the college football world, and try to think about it from that perspective. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that in just a minute here. Before I forget this morning, though, I need to apologize. I put the PayPal link in the description of all these videos, and I really appreciate those of you who click the PayPal link.
Oh, yeah.
And I've done a pretty good job, I think, of reading the PayPals when they come in. I totally forgot yesterday. I completely did not even pull the PayPal up yesterday, and two people were kind enough to take the extra step that it takes to support the show through the PayPal link as opposed to the Super Chat link. And I never even pulled PayPal up yesterday, so I failed to thank them and mention that. So I want to do that right away here today, so I don't run the risk of forgetting again. But Matthew Y, thank you, sir, for hitting that PayPal link yesterday. Again, I apologize for not mentioning this yesterday, but thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. And there's one other. If I can get back to the right page, which would be also in the category of minor miracles. Rattlesnake Duncan.
Good old Rattlesnake.
Good people. And he was kind enough to hit the PayPal link too and tell us to have a good morning, which is an order. So, and and even though I didn't read this yesterday, I somehow subconsciously still followed that order because I did indeed yesterday have a good morning.
Lewis, today your birthday or is it tomorrow?
Still tomorrow.
Okay. So Thursday it will be yesterday.
Yes.
And Friday it will be 2 days ago.
Yeah, Friday I'll have to wait almost a whole nother year.
And next Wednesday it will be a week ago.
Yes.
But for now it's tomorrow.
For now. Only today is it tomorrow.
Well, 11:59 tonight p.m. will it still be tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I got it.
at 11:59 p.m. it will be today, but my birthday will be tomorrow.
Okay. Good. Yes.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Now we got all these facts straight.
Yeah.
Are we? Damn.
So shout out to Matthew Y and Rattlesnake Duncan for hitting that PayPal thing yesterday. And again, I apologize for not noticing that yesterday. I think that's the first time that's happened that I'm aware of, so I apologize. And so the super chat is down there, and that of course shows up. No problem. But I just forgot to look at the PayPal yesterday, so I apologize for that. But I appreciate you two taking that extra step. I'll post a link one time today in the comments section because I do actually now have it pulled up today. So if anybody does decide to take that extra step and hit the PayPal link, I'll make sure I'll make sure and get that while we're on the air this morning. Well, the saga of Zach Evans. You know what? I'm not going to say the saga of Zach Evans has come to a conclusion because I don't think there's anybody walking the face of planet Earth right now who would be surprised if Zach Evans doesn't end up in the transfer protocol at some point, maybe more than once. Would you? I mean, would you, BVD? Given all the stuff he's done and the commits and decommits and all that, I mean, nothing with this kid would surprise me anymore. So I guess I hesitate to say, that the saga is over when it comes to Zach Evans. But in terms of where he will be playing in 2020, at least, the story came to a conclusion yesterday when he enrolled in classes at TCU, which, now I'll admit, I quit following the day-to-day details of Zach Evans about 5 months ago when it became clear that Georgia was going to release him from his letter of intent. So it's not like I have followed every article or tweet that's been made about Zach Evans over the last 5 months. But from what I gather from reading some stuff yesterday and this morning, I guess this was a pretty big surprise that he chose TCU.
Is that kind of out of the blue, or because I, although I wasn't following it closely at all, I don't recall TCU being. Hell, I don't know. It might have been.
I don't ever remember hearing TCU mentioned in his list of teams. We heard Texas, of course, because he's from Texas. You know, that's where he lives. So, in that regard, I guess it's not a total shock that he's, he chose an in-state school. How can you be surprised? But you're talking about the number one running back in the 2020 class, and literally at one point, literally every top 25 team in America wanted this kid. Including Georgia, Alabama, Florida. Tennessee was after him for a while, Had some visits there. But I don't remember TCU being mentioned at all during his recruitment or anything. So I guess in that regard, it's a little bit of a surprise. And I'll say this about Zach Evans. There's a lot of high school kids, football players and non-football players who, for one reason or another, run into some kind of trouble or issue or whatever you want to call it in high school. Doesn't make them a bad person. Doesn't mean they have no chance at life or anything like that. And so I wish nothing but the best for Zach Evans, regardless of what happens with his football career or whatever. I don't wish any ill will towards him or anything like that. I do wonder, though, if it might not have been better for him to get out of his environment.
Yeah.
And I hate to even say that because it sounds very judgmental, and it sounds like I'm assuming that he's currently in a bad environment. And I don't know that to be the case. For all I know, his parents are millionaires, and he lives in a whatever. But the point is, I think we can all agree that he has had a tough road, at least his senior year that we know of, and may have had issues before that weren't as well publicized. But he just had a lot of red flags came up with Zach Evans over the last 12 months. And I don't know. It just seems like maybe it would have behooved him. Google that, behoove. Maybe would have behooved him to maybe get out of the state of Texas. I don't know. But
where's he from in Texas, in case you didn't mention it? I know you said he was from Texas, but do we know?
Is he from the Houston area?
And let's see, TCU really is in, not Lubbock. That's where Texas Tech is. Where the hell is TCU again?
Hell, I don't know.
Damn, I thought you would know that.
Let's see, Zach Evans is from... Where is Zach Evans from?
Fort Worth. Okay, thank you, Billy. So Dallas, basically.
And that's where Zach Evans is from.
Oh, yeah.
Fort
Well,
Worth.
he's getting out of his environment for sure then, isn't he?
And you said that's where TCU is, Fort Worth? So, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. So I again, lots of high school kids run into various issues and turn out perfectly fine. So there's no reason to think that won't be the case with Zach Evans. I just
You ever been to Fort Worth or Dallas? I think I've asked you this before.
I was in Louisiana once and drove across the state line into Texas
Okay.
just so I could tell people I'd been to Texas. But other than that, I've never been anywhere in Texas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A couple of big ass cities.
Yeah, I would like to go to San Antonio.
San Antonio. Let's see. Trying to think if we drove through there when I was with Catfish. I always thought that Fort Worth, now clearly it's its own city, but growing up, when you would hear Dallas Cowboys, or I always thought that they were from Fort Worth, and I just kind of assumed that Fort Worth was like a suburb of Dallas.
Mm.
And I was surprised to find out that indeed it's its own big ass city.
Right.
Everything is big in Houston. Oh, excuse me, Texas. Including Fort Worth. Is there a Texas atheist university? I'm going to guess no.
I'll agree with you, I guess.
Maybe we ought to ask geniuses about that.
Geniuses, you say?
Yeah. We got to have some of those in the comment section.
BVD, you don't want nobody to see you this morning, do you?
Why you say that?
I don't know. You ain't turned your camera on.
You sure?
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, my bad. I always turn it on and check it for some reason.
Hey, there he is. Man, sure is good to see you.
Make sure I blur my background. I don't want anybody to see all my fancy pots and pans.
Yeah. Slob Olympics, March of 2021.
That's what we're going with for now, tentatively.
Yep. March of 2021, Slob Olympics.
So
mark your calendars now. Might be
mark
the
your
first,
calendars. Start your physical regiments.
Yeah. Yep.
Get your brains all brushed up.
Practice your spelling bee routines or whatever you need.
Mm-hmm. I'm winning that, by the way.
I believe you.
I'm dominating the spelling bee contest.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? Are we gonna? Well, I guess we still got plenty of time to plan all this. Who's gonna administer the spelling bee?
Yeah, we got to get somebody there to, to be like the official, whatever you want to call it, like somebody that can settle any disputes that may or may not arise. Somebody to read the words for the spelling bee, because we got to have somebody to do all that kind of stuff to figure that out.
What's the origin?
Yeah, can you use
it in a sentence,
please?
Wonder if we're gonna. When is the spelling bee on ESPN? Don't ESPN usually cover that thing?
Cat.
That's gonna suck if the
KAD.
COVID knocks out the damn spelling bee.
COVID is not ruining Slob Olympics.
No, just delaying it, maybe.
No, not even going to delay it.
Okay. You seen the Jason Bateman movie about the spelling bee? Can't remember the name of it.
I don't think so.
Oh, dude. You like Jason Bateman, obviously, because you like Ozark. You got to watch that movie. Clearly he's an adult, but he enters a spelling bee with all these kids, and he ends up befriending this little, I don't know. We'll just call him a little Indian kid that's pretty sure he's going to win the spelling bee. And just watch it, man. I'll figure out the name of it for you. You ask about. I hope that's on Netflix. In fact, I'm going to go back and watch that again if it's on, because that is a great movie. Basically, he enters the spelling bee so he can humiliate an old former teacher, I think it is. And of course, all the parents are all in a uproar and a tizzy because there's an adult in there kicking everybody's ass, and it's great. You'll love it.
Sounds pretty exciting.
Oh, it's just on the edge of your seat drama every second of the way through.
You know what else sounds pretty exciting?
I can hardly wait.
Baseball. This list of ideas that Major League Baseball has. So here we go. Here's what Major League Baseball wants to do. An 82-game season. That's just insane they play 160 games in baseball in the regular season. So this would be half a season. 82 game season.
It's a full NBA season.
They're going to use home stadiums in areas that have local and state government approval. So no Yankee home games, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Or
no
Mets.
Mets home games either. So,
yeah.
And some others probably. But Spring Training 2.0 will begin in June, with the season set to begin in early July. They're going to use designated hitter in both leagues. What's the point of that? Forget the whole argument about which is better, DH or not the DH. Forget that. Why, in a shortened coronavirus season, would this be a need? I don't understand the correlation there. Is there something I don't get about DHing in baseball that what am I not getting?
You're asking the wrong derpy.
Yeah. This is interesting too. They're not even trying to play the normal schedule as it was previously announced or whatever. Geographical schedules only. So you're only going to play your in-division opponents and interleague opponents in that same division. So NL Central will play each other and AL Central. See what I'm saying here? So what is that? Only how many teams are in a division? 4? So you're only playing 7 different teams.
I don't. In baseball, I'm thinking there's more than 4 teams in a division. In NFL, there's 4.
Well, whatever
I may be
play.
wrong.
They're going to allow changes to the rosters, like how many players you're allowed to have active or whatever, to account for players who are going to get laid up with the coronavirus. So they're going to have a 30-man roster, but you're allowed to have at a minimum, and this number is still being negotiated, but a minimum of 50 players available that can step in right away. And I don't know what the normal. I don't know the normal protocol or regulations for how this works in baseball. Like if you want to call somebody up for AAA, is there like a 7-day notice you give to the league? I don't know any of that. But this season, for the purposes of coronavirus, you're allowed to designate at least 50 players total that can play at a moment's notice. And in any given game, 30 of those players are allowed to play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're going to expand the playoffs from 10 teams to 14 teams. But let's be real, the only reason they're doing that is financial. They more playoff games at the end of the season will equal more money.
Thank you, Christy. Bad Words is the name of the Jason Bateman movie.
Yes, of course it is. So, and no fans. Did I leave that out?
Say it again.
No fan. Are we going to do this again today? Close your
No,
comment section.
I'm literally. I say this all the time, and people think I'm joking. I'm very hard of hearing, and I have my headphones turned way down this morning because for some reason things are like blasting me. It's nothing you've done or anything. It's just some days things are very. I'm hard of hearing.
No fans either, I said. So
Okay.
now this isn't necessarily what's going to happen. This is the proposal from the league. Because we've talked about this. These pro sports have unions. So, you don't just tell the players what to do. It's not, so this is the big difference between pro sports or one of the big differences. But the main difference, I think, when it comes to looking at the coronavirus, these leagues have unions that are going to negotiate these things before they just start playing again. College doesn't have that, which is why I think there's going to be so much pressure on colleges to make certain that it's 110% safe for everyone involved before you do anything with college football, because there's nobody. Look, the coaches are going to come out and say all the right things, and so are the ADs and all that. Oh, the players' health and safety is our number one concern. Is it?
One would like to think so, wouldn't one?
Yeah.
Or at least they're going to make us think that, try to make us think that. It's got to be.
Yeah.
No kids.
But, it's like these people that say you shouldn't have any government regulations on business. Well, there's a reason the government had to make a law telling factories they can't dump toxic waste in a river. Unfortunately, people aren't just going to always do the right thing. Unfortunately. Sometimes they have to be made to. But anyway, so the players are expected to argue several things in this list here. Money is going to be one of them. But one thing that's not really laid out in this proposal, which I'm kind of surprised by, is anything to do with testing or any of that. So, I'm assuming it's going to be the players are going to want to be tested every day, I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't see anything in here about that. And then what do you do? Okay, your second baseman tests positive. Okay, then now what do you do then? Can that entire team not play for 14 days or what? You know what I mean? How you got a player comes up positive, he's clearly been around everyone else on the team. What do you do then? So I don't know. So we'll see what the players come up with.
I know what I'm going to do.
What?
I'm going to not watch baseball like I've always done.
Yeah, me too, but
at least after it gets going,
I think there's a lot to learn. I think there's a lot to learn from what's going on here when you apply that to college football.
Could be a blueprint, maybe.
Here's what I'm saying. If the players come back today and say, this is great that you came up with these ideas, but unless we can get tested every single day, or at least before every game, we're not playing. And if one of us gets the coronavirus, what is your plan? What is going to happen? And what about the medical bills associated with it if any should arise? So if a baseball player doesn't want to go out and play a game of baseball for $100,000 a game or whatever they make, 50, whatever, and they're being paid, it seems to me you're going to have to apply some of these same things to college football. If a professional athlete isn't even willing to go out and risk it without certain things being guaranteed, how can you expect college players to go out and do it for free without at least those same things being guaranteed? So I think all these schools are going to have to come up with plans for testing, and then what do you do if somebody comes up positive, and where's the team going to stay? All these kinds of things. So And I don't know if frustrated is the right word. We keep saying football is still 5 months away, and I get it that it is, but we need to start hearing some plans. Don't you think? I
when
mean,
is
the sitting
SEC
around and waiting?
media days normally?
July.
So we're still a couple months away from that, if they even have it. I'm guessing they're probably shit. Who knows, man? 2 months from now.
I mean, I want to see somebody
have,
start putting out some proposals here, because you're going to have, there's going to be pushback. Whatever the NCAA or the SEC individually or the Power 5 conferences as a group, however they decide to approach this, there's going to be pushback whenever they come out with any plan or idea. There just is. So put that plan or idea out now, and then start negotiating with governors and states and health officials. And I mean,
hell, I wonder if they're even working on a plan.
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure they're all working on a plan, but until you make that plan public, you don't know what the arguments against it are going to be. I mean, do I think this is a perfect plan that baseball came up with here? I don't know. Probably not. But at least they put something out. Here's our plan. Here's our idea. Now you tell us how you think it needs to be changed or tweaked. And let's work on it. Let's get it figured out so we can play. That's what I want for college football. I want somebody somewhere to come out and say, this is the plan. If it's no fans, say it. Say, listen, there's not going to be any fans. All you people, Pigskin Pete, the NCAA president can come out and say, listen, Pigskin Pete, I'm sorry. Send back your Clemson Notre Dame tickets. I'm sorry. There's not any fans this year. Whatever. I don't know that's the case. I don't know. But come out and say, but listen, we want to have college football, okay? Just come out and say it. We want to have some games here. This is how it's going to have to happen. We're not starting until October 1st. There's not going to be any non-con games. Look at baseball. Baseball's taking a regional approach here, only playing teams within the same region. Well, if you apply that to college football, that sounds like conference-only games to me, with the exception of the Big 12 having to go to West Virginia for no reason.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, that sounds like a conference-only schedule if you try to apply some of these rules to college football. Okay, fine. Come out. Let's say that. Notre Dame's got to find 10 teams to play, if that's the case. You know what I mean? I mean, everyone is sitting around, and then people I also think it was too soon for Oregon to, I guess, do that, but at least they came out and said, look, these are our plans. If you've got a problem with it, let us know. But no one else has said anything except we hope, we're planning to, hopefully we will. Somebody come out with a plan, because I'm telling you, whatever plan they come out with, people are going to be mad. Because we're not having a normal regular season. It's just the pipe dream of that. It's time to give that up. That's not happening. It doesn't make me happy to say that. That's not happening. There ain't going to be 100,000 people at a college football game anywhere on September 5th. It's not happening.
That would be a miracle.
It's not happening. It's just not. You can blame it on whatever you want. It doesn't matter. We can argue till the cows come home. You can blame Bill Gates or the media, or you can blame whoever you want. Blame Obama. The point is, there ain't going to be 100,000 people watching in a college football stadium on September 5th. It's not happening. It's time to accept that. So come out and tell us what we can expect here, because you're going to have, let's say they come out and say, if they did come out and say, all right, season is normal, 100,000 fans, let's go. You're going to have a lot of people that have a huge problem with that. And if you come out and say, no fans, we're not starting till October 1st, and we're only playing conference games, you're going to have a lot of people that are mad about that. So
you're going to have a lot of people with a lot of problems, no matter what.
You're going to have people. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have some group of people is going to be mad no matter what you decide. So decide something. Get a plan together. And then when you announce it and you get all this pushback from whatever side it comes from, then you have a month or two to negotiate that or handle that, or or something. But, you know, I was looking at Georgia-Alabama tickets yesterday. Why would I buy a Georgia-Alabama ticket right now? Why? First of all, they're sky high, you know. But if I really wanted to go, but then what? Okay, so now I got to spend 2 days emailing StubHub. What if I buy this and the game is canceled? They don't know. What do you you know? So it's just it's too much up in the air. I'm getting I'm getting frustrated now. I want to know something. Somebody come up with a damn plan. What's it going to be?
And whose job is it to come up with the plan? Is it Mark Emert's job?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No one wants to be told what to do, right? The SEC doesn't want to be told what to do by the NCAA. The Pac-12 doesn't want to be told what to do by the Big Ten. But then none of them want to take responsibility. Where's the SEC commissioner?
They're playing hot potato, basically. With this,
that's great that you give an
decisions.
interview and say, well, if it came down to it, we'd play. Well, that's great that you say that. That's not a plan. Okay? What do you mean by that? That's not a plan. What do you mean? Fans, no fan. Well, I mean, somebody come up with a plan here. These people making millions of dollars a year, these conference commissioners, you know. I want details. I want something like what baseball put out. And again, this isn't a perfect plan. They knew this wasn't a perfect plan. They put this thing out so that they can get feedback and then adjust it from there. Let us know what the hell is happening here. I done got irritated.
Uncle Lou triggering himself.
Mitch all day, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, happy early birthday, Lou. 40 and 2 and 2. Let's see what you did there. Thank you for the super chat, Mitch all day. College football, Jared, good to see you in here, buddy. Happy early birthday. Thank you, sir. Celine Driver, looks like nobody loves me here today. Such is life. Bring it, folks. Don't mistake tolerance for weakness. I'm assuming that's directed at people in the comments section because I don't have any idea what that means. No one loves you here today.
He's getting it. He's getting a dose of it in the comments this morning.
Oh. I'll have to catch up on that after the show. I can't read the comments. I'm running a show here.
But hey, at least you've got a plan. You came to the show with a plan this morning.
When you run a show and try to read the comments, it leads to confusion.
It does. It leads to things like outstanding. I try to pay attention to both you and the comments, and it gets really hard sometimes. Is that multitasking?
Pinecone,
Exactly.
Thank you for the super chat, sir. One more call, Flu, and I'm calling the Peoples. I don't know who the hell the Peoples are, but feel free to call them. Tell them I said good morning. Brian Biak,
calling.
Thank you for the super chat, sir. Millennial Lou. Good morning, sir. Another genius who doesn't understand what a millennial is. Which is alarming considering we've spent the last few days talking about my birthday and being 42 and blah, blah, blah. And to think that that's a millennial is a very millennial thing to say.
Is part of you a millennial?
No.
Like, say, the back half of the first 42?
No.
Okay. So you're 100% Gen X.
Yes.
Or are you 100%? I think you're just 100% Uncle Lou. and focused. It's the longest I've heard you be quiet since the last time you were quiet this long.
Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
Is anyone on the show today? Richard Smith, but I haven't seen him in the comments section.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that him today?
That's him, Richard Smith.
He was last Thursday though too. Or I must have got rescheduled or something.
He is one of the ones that got rescheduled, and that would have been last Thursday.
Well, Richard
Indeed.
Smith.
Oh, see, yeah. He's the one that no-showed us then, too.
Dang. You don't reckon he's doing it again today, do you?
I don't know. Well, wonder if Bet Now has odds on that, because if they do, I'm going with odds are yes, he is. We're going to have to blackball Richard Smith. Is he going to be our first blackball on the morning show?
That's racist.
Is he going to be our first green ball?
That's racist against aliens.
Yeah, but we don't know if aliens are really green or not.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, you've seen one?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was definitely green.
Yes.
What shade? Was it like that fluorescent?
No, like Yoda green.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, like that pea green, that puke green and that.
Yeah. Could you see through it?
No.
What's that word for see through something?
Opaqueness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does anybody still use an opaque projector in school?
No.
You homeschoolers, mama using an opaque projector? Hell, they probably don't even know what the hell that is, Lou.
I remember them overhead projectors.
Mm-hmm. I always liked those. That meant nap time for me.
You always had that one teacher that forgot to put the clear plastic paper on the projector and then wrote on it anyway and ruined the damn projector. Wrote on the actual, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was long before the days of those whiteboard markers.
Right. That's racist. It used to be blackboards, remember?
That's racist.
There used to be blackboards. People got mad, so they changed them to whiteboards. Now people are mad again.
People are always mad. And I am almost 70, Jordan. Jordan Gary, guy with 2 first names.
Now look at this now. Now this is something serious. From Tiger Cat. Taking that extra step, BVD, and hitting the PayPal link like a trooper.
Love me some Tiger Cat.
I know you do. I know you do. She says, happy birthday, Lou. Thanks for the laughs. Not just during difficult times, but always. You and BVD have a great thing going on here with the morning show. I love both of you. Hope you have an amazing birthday and hope you get to feeling better. Thank you.
Love me some Tiger Cat.
Should I go get an antibiotic? Yes or no? What do you
Well, if you go get you an antibiotic, you got to be around all them other people that's there getting something. Or are you tied enough with the doctor that you can just call them and say, hey, I need an antibiotic?
No.
I'm guessing probably not.
No, because I don't ever go. So think the last time I went to the doctor was when I turned 40. I went for a physical, so it's been about 2 years since I've been to the doctor.
How many?
2.
Oh, that's not bad.
I went and had a physical when I turned 40. Everything was fine. My blood pressure was a little low, they said.
Jesus.
I said, you better check that machine, buddy.
Yeah, you better check that.
Of course, my birthday's in May. If my birthday was in like October, my blood pressure would be through the roof. It's football season.
Your blood pressure gets through the roof a lot lately, I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, I'm under a lot of pressure.
You're quick on the trigger.
I'm under a lot of pressure.
What kind of pressure are you under?
Immense. Immense pressure.
Yeah, I got my doctor's appointment today. I got 2 of them this week, man. It sucks getting older and unhealthier.
I mean, I don't have any conditions that require me to take any medicine or to go to the doctor on any regular interval.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't generally go to the doctor unless I think
unless the need arises.
Right, like I'll
like a constant cough.
Like now, I should probably have went to the doctor over the weekend and got an antibiotic and cleared this thing up. But see,
what kind of symptoms besides the cough you got going on?
That's it.
I don't know that an antibiotic's gonna clear that up.
Yeah, I've had this before.
Phlegm?
I know what it is. It's a respiratory infection.
Okay. Self-diagnosis.
Yeah. So when I do go to the doctor and get an antibiotic, it works like a miracle every time because I don't you got some people take antibiotics way too much, BVD. I don't want to get started on this whole thing about that, but
that's true.
You can become immune to antibiotics. I mean,
that's fact.
It's happened. There's people, and in fact, there's some studies and some worry amongst some of the medical community that as a human race, we are becoming immune to certain antibiotics, and we haven't developed a new antibiotic in like 100 years. So, anyway, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm positive about that, and I don't want to go down this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this today. I don't feel like getting worked up about it. People are still going to go get the flu shot.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get worked up about the flu shot. No. You're like me in that department. You ain't getting one. Leave it at that.
Yeah. So when I do
go, ever had doctor, one? I mean, no, other than when maybe you were young and your parents made you get one.
No. I never had. I have never had a flu shot, and I have only had the flu once that I know of, and that was 1994, I believe. I was a sophomore in high school, and it was during baseball season, and it was in the spring, and it was this seems like it happens all the time now. I don't know if anyone will remember this, but there was a weird version of the flu going around that year called, funny enough, the Beijing flu. And that's what I had, was the Beijing flu. But I have never gotten a flu shot, and I have not had the flu since then. And I'm not telling people not to go get the flu shot. If you go get it if you want to. I don't. What is it? What do I care? I don't. Just my opinion, though. Unless you're under the age of 5 or over the age of 55, and health, and you got no business getting the flu shot. But again, you do you. Now, if you're unhealthy, you've got some other types of issues or whatever, asthma, whatever. Whatever the hell, fine. But just generally speaking, I don't see the point. Getting sick is not the worst thing in the world. It's it boosts your immune system actually. So.
Have a good day and a good doctor's appointment, TK.
And thank you for supporting the show this morning, ma'am. You're good people.
Yes.
Of that, there is no doubt.
No one in their right minds would question that.
Who wants to come on the show for 5 minutes? Should we get a Chess Hall update? Would that be a good thing to do?
I bet Chess Hall would be okay with that.
Chess Hall, can you come on for a few minutes? We would like an update on some things. Do you have a Skype, Chess Hall? Because you need one.
How come we haven't had Slim Shady on here?
I think maybe he drives in the morning or something. I don't know.
Okay, because he's calling in all the time he calls in all the time over there on Pigskin Pete's show.
Yeah, he calls my show from time to time, too. I like him. He's good people.
Yeah, I do too. I like Slim Shady. He never comes around my show, but I like him anyway.
What's Chess doing? Creating a Skype account now?
If that's what he's got to do to get on the Uncle Lou show, I guarantee you that's what he's doing.
Yeah, it's not hard to do. I hate that people have to.
Yeah, he's making one.
Get something else they don't have or whatever, but.
I see a lot of people in these comments, Lou, that I would love to have on the show.
Yeah, me too. Slim doesn't have Skype. Download it. Make a Skype account. You don't have to be on video. You won't be on video, even if you want to. The only people who are on video are me and BVD. No one else is getting put on video.
And we're not even on there that much.
Calling in on Skype is just the easiest way for us to add multiple people to the show at the same time. It's got nothing to do with wanting you to be on video. Waikiki, thank you for that super chat, sir. What's up, Lou and BVD? I'm doing good. BVD appears to be doing good as well.
Indeed.
And we hope the same can be said for you, sir. Hopefully, though.
Got me some blood pressure medicine yesterday, Lou. I'm doing much better today. I had to go a day or two without it.
You?
This weekend, yeah.
Oh. Well, that's alarming.
That I had to go without it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alarming to me, too. I don't like having to go without medicines that are now, what's that term they use? Necessary.
Well, I'm assuming any medicine you take is necessary. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part.
Do you normally take medicine that is unnecessary?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Sure, yeah.
Why?
Like NyQuil, that's unnecessary. I take that from time to time.
Why?
Why do I take NyQuil from time to time?
Yeah.
I guess the same reason you do.
What?
Or anybody else.
When you're sick?
Yeah, I might need a little something to help decongestion while I'm laying down trying to sleep and not freaking cough all night long.
That seems necessary.
Okay, I got you. I see where you're going here. Well, in that case, every medicine's necessary. I can come up with a reason why I take anything. Well, that crack cocaine I smoked 25 years ago, that was necessary because I was having a bad day and I was going, well, no, I wasn't going through withdrawals because you don't withdraw from crack. Probably a bad analogy there.
Jeff wants to remind us not to speculate because that would just be guessing.
Yep.
Which is an excellent point.
Mm-hmm.
How's your Join the Join going?
But my Join the Join went really good last night. Some guy named John Joins, I think his name, got things started off last night. Actually, Goose got things started off, and then John Joins joined, and the join just had the juke joint jumping. When you gonna start your join?
I'm not starting a join.
Damn it!
I've told you that.
I know, but I'm gonna keep asking.
I am not.
Because I want to be. I want to. I want you to start a join because I want to join somebody, and I want your join to be the first join I join.
I'm not doing the join.
Okay.
I'm not doing
Damn
the
it.
join because I don't want to have to say join the join.
Is that a song? Join the join.
It could become
It could
one.
be.
Yeah.
Everybody knows your real name, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's okay to say your real name.
Yeah.
Why does David always add everybody's name? Like, good morning, Uncle Lou Derek. How you doing this morning, Uncle Lou Derek?
I don't know. You know who else?
Welcome to the BBD Keith show.
Camel Toes does that. And he does it because
he does it when he's pissed.
Well, also
Walt.
Also he does it as a way to it somehow in his mind makes him feel like he knows that person better than like he almost does it as a way to say like
oh, okay, I know where you're going.
You know, like me and it's hard to explain, but if you watch how he does it, it kind of comes across that way. Like, you know, I'm closer with this person than you are, so I can call him.
We're boys.
Yeah, so I can call him by his regular name.
Yeah, you can't. You can't call me Bobby. You don't have the right to call me Bobby.
Chess Hall, you are something serious, buddy. Please, do you really want me to call whatever this is, Chess Hall? You see this, BVD?
I don't see anything yet.
TikTok guy Chess Hall. live.cid.71726698663AD1D1C.
That's your prison number?
Oh.
That's your Calhoun jail number, Calhoun County?
Chess, just call the show from your Skype, okay? That will show me your Skype name. I'm not going to answer, but then that will give me your Skype name, and then I can call you right back if you really want to be on. But whatever this Da Vinci code is that you pasted in the comment section, I don't have any idea.
Jeff Webster, yes, Camel Toes is the ginger, but I dispute the shitty beard comment. I think actually when Camel's beard grows out, he's got a pretty wicked beard. Dude can grow a beard.
Well, Slim Shady typed his. I'm gonna try to call him. I don't know if that's why he typed it or not, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Huh. My name is what? My name is
Boom. 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 Let's see if this works.
goddamn chainsaw assholes. Could you hear that, Lou?
No, all I hear is your refrigerator.
No, it's off.
I'm just kidding.
Morning.
No, I don't hear.
Okay.
Slim, what's up, buddy?
I'm doing amazing and fantastic. How about yourselves?
Slim, what's up?
You on the road today?
The road again.
Yeah. Where you at today?
On my way to Winslow, Indiana, and then onward to Clairton, Pennsylvania.
Ooh. That's a long haul.
Right, 2 days of work, easy little $1,000.
You know, two people I always like to thank when I talk to them are servicemen and women and truck drivers. So thank you for your service, sir.
Well, I appreciate that because on a day-to-day basis, we mostly get ugly looks and middle fingers.
Hey, how many days on average, like a month, are you home?
I I tend to run only 2 to 3 days a week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
On my house for the night.
Yeah.
I spent a couple of years basically only home on the weekends and paid everything off.
Right.
So I don't have to do that anymore.
Smart man. Do you? How often do you sleep in your truck?
Well, for the next 2 nights I will be, but that'll be pretty much the only nights I do this week.
Yeah. What? So where does that like? Where do you park to do that? Like truck stops, or is that how that works?
Most of the time, yes. I think I've called you several times. I run to Warner Robins, Georgia every month.
Uh-huh.
There's a Walmart real close to the Air Force Base that I park to.
Okay.
Yeah, we spent some Walmart. We spent some nights at Walmart when I was with Catfish.
Yeah, Walmart parking lots, truck stops, rest areas.
On ramps sometimes. Do you ever park on on ramps?
Only if I'm armed.
Only if you're if you're armed.
That's not a smart idea. People have been robbed doing that.
You see a lot of truckers do it though.
Yes, but according to DOT regulations, if I'm hauling what they consider hazardous material, you're not allowed to be armed.
Right. Oh, armed. Okay. What are I guess, is it state to state, the rules on whether you can or can't park on an on-ramp?
Yes.
And why would someone do that instead of driving to the next truck stop? Is it because of the regulations about, like, maybe they've been driving for too long, and if they continue driving, they'll go over their limit or something, so they just pull over right where they're at, or what?
Well, a lot of times that's what it is. With these electronic logs in here, I tend to start looking for somewhere to park about 2 hours before I run out of time.
Right.
There have been plenty of times. I think I called you from the one night from the rest area at the Florida state line, and I parked with 13 minutes left.
Damn.
Oh, I've been there with him, Slim. I think we were in Utah or somewhere, and there was not a parking spot anywhere at this truck stop we were at. And there was, across the street from the truck stop, there was a little convenience store. And we ended up parking over there. And the clerk came out and said, sorry, you can't park here. And Catfish was like, well, I got no choice to park here. I'm parking here. Call the cops. And there was a couple other trucks that parked there for that very reason. When it's time to stop, it's time to stop.
Some of them will call the cops on you, though. I mean,
yeah.
I wasn't driving at the time, but I've seen trucks parked in a Walmart parking lot, and they'll come put chains on his tires, and he can't leave. And they're going to get him towed, or he's going to have to pay a fine or whatever before he can move. And a lot of times you're kind of stuck with where you have to park sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, what's worse? Getting ticketed by a cop for parking at a gas station, or getting caught driving past your time?
I haven't had a ticket for parking somewhere I shouldn't have, so I don't know how much that is. But I do know a ticket for running over your time is $850.
Whoo! And that can lead, eventually, I'm assuming that can be something that can cost people their CDL at some point if you keep doing that or something. They're pretty strict about that, aren't they? Because it's a safety issue, right? They don't want people falling asleep and that kind of thing, right? So.
Yeah, granted, they're talking about changing some of those rules, letting us be able to drive for a little bit longer, because right now it's set at 11 hours. Now, I don't know about losing your CDL, about having too many violations, but I know companies will refuse to hire you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You might not lose your CDL, but you'd lose your job.
If you have too many violations on your record, another company isn't going to want to pick you up.
Jeff Webster wants to know what your CB handle is, Celine. Slim.
I don't have one. A lot of people don't these days. And actually, it's kind of sad. You'll every once in a while you'll come across somebody, and guys will keep you cracking up for stretches of road at a time.
Mm-hmm.
This day and age, most people just aren't on them. I mean,
That,
you can't
yeah.
even guys to let you know about, traffic accidents ahead. And I mean, I still try to. I let people know, where state troopers are posted up at. Hey, you need to get off at this exit because there's a wreck up here. It's got everything shut down. It's just so many people aren't on them anymore. It's one of those things that's just kind of gone by the wayside. Too many people are relying on Google Maps.
What's the weirdest or strangest thing you've ever hauled?
Ass. Maybe.
Hauling ass.
I don't haul too much weird or strange stuff, but that run to Warner Robins I do every month, that is a hydrogen tanker. So I'm basically running 75 miles an hour down the interstate with a bomb strapped to my back.
Yeah, a big bomb.
Yeah. I almost got in a fight with a guy in Birmingham, Alabama, because on those tankers, because they're government tankers, the placards are permanently mounted. Well, they have them on a steel plate on each side, and somebody flicked his cigarette at it.
What an idiot.
I hit the brakes, I hit my air brakes, put it in park, and I got out in the middle of traffic and started cussing him up one side and down the other. Because as big as that trailer is, you're going to kill everybody within like a 3-mile radius. Because imagine everybody's seen the old video of the Hindenburg going up.
Yeah.
Well, imagine that times like 5, because this is compressed into that tank.
Stressful job doesn't even do it justice when you're hauling shit like that, does it?
After a while, you don't even think about it for the most part. I mean, like I said, unless somebody throws a cigarette at it.
Let me ask you a football question. Nobody really, other than the state of Oregon, has made any type of official announcements about anything, but a lot of school presidents or coaches or athletic directors have done interviews or given statements. We hope this, we want that, whatever. Has there been anything that you've heard that's come out of the University of Miami?
They've all been pretty tight-lipped. I haven't heard anything come out of that outside of the typical, we hope, player safety, yada, yada, yada. Outside of that, not a lot's been said. I tend to be on the other side of the fence from you. I honestly think by the time September rolls around, things are probably going to be back to, for the most part, normal.
I hope you're right.
I mean, I've been wrong once, kind of. So, I mean, it's kind of happened before, but.
I mean, the city of Miami and Dade County are still shut down.
It is. I mean, my only thing against that, and I'm not against most of the measures that have happened, even the shutdown. I'm kind of against it at this point because their whole reasoning behind it was so we don't overwhelm the healthcare system.
Right.
Okay, I can take that. But we're to the point now, the healthcare system isn't going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So your reasoning for the lockdown is basically gone at this point.
Right.
So that's why I think by September, with it being, 5 months away at this point, I think it'll be okay.
Man, that would be great. That would be amazing.
Feel a lot better if we had a vaccine.
It would be, but I mean, it could be years for them to develop it.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite interstate to drive on?
I-55 in Louisiana.
Did you hear that, Jeff? Of course he heard that.
That is just the worst patchwork piece of interstate that I've ever been on.
South Carolina's interstate pretty bad too.
I've yet to go there. I
Yeah.
mean, we do a lot of regional, but I've yet to be to either one of the Carolinas, except for a personal trip. I went to Winston-Salem for a game back in 09.
Right. Yeah, South Carolina's got one of the worst road systems in America. I mean, potholes, sometimes more potholes than pavement. I mean, outside of Charleston and Hilton Head, South Carolina's a third world country. Let's just say what it is. No offense to whoever that. No offense to Ballard, who thinks Myrtle Beach is the French Riviera.
That's most of the state of Florida north of Tampa.
No doubt. No doubt.
You ever been to the world's largest truck stop, Slim?
I have not. I haven't had a chance to yet. And there's that one in particular in Texas. I want to take my shot at that 72-ounce sirloin and see if I can eat it. I think if you eat a baked potato and a side salad, if you eat it in under 2 hours, it's free.
Jesus. What are the nicest truck stops to go to?
Loves or Pilot.
Yeah. That's the two I would have thought of off the top of my head.
Without a doubt. I mean, PAs are really nice too, but they're not as widespread as those two.
Yeah. We have a Pilot truck stop here in Augusta right off the interstate. If you're coming from the South Carolina side on I-20, as soon as you cross into Georgia and go over to Savannah River, there's a big Pilot truck stop there. And then when I go to Georgia games, I go up the other way I-20 through a town called Thompson, Georgia. And when you get off at Thompson, there's a Love's there. And usually on the way to Georgia games, we'll stop there in the mornings on the way up there, but gas up or whatever. But those would have been the two I would have guessed off the top of my head.
Pilot's got the best showers, I think.
They do. Now, some of it also has to do with location because a place that we bring loads back into Memphis from in East St. Louis, we usually stop at the Pilot there. And that one's a little rough. But then again, so is all of East St. Louis.
I was going to say, East St. Louis reputation precedes itself.
Yeah, my wife, obviously, she heard when I started driving over the road more, she heard a lot of the stories of the creepy crawlies in the truck stop. So I took a picture one night. Matter of fact, I was in East St. Louis. And I said, that's what you're worried about? It alleviated all her fears.
You been to that truck stop in West Memphis, Arkansas?
Yes, I have. Not to stay there, but it's right across the bridge. So get out of town. A lot of people stop there just to get what you're going to get so you don't have to stop again for a while.
Do you do, Celine wants to know if you do a lot of cooking in your truck.
I haven't up to this point, but they also just got us in new trucks where that is more feasible. The old trucks were the short tops, and I'm 6 foot tall. I couldn't completely stand up in that truck. Like, I'd have to lean my head over on my shoulder. They finally got newer trucks with a little more room and 120 outlets in them. Well, like I said, I don't spend enough time out.
Right.
To even have to worry about that anymore. You know, I've got an electric cooler with, some of those little, meat, cheese, and nut things from Lunchables.
Lunchables, yes.
Hey, when I first started driving, I put on 50 pounds in 6 months.
Yeah,
and
I believe it.
Longer to take it off, so I had to change the way I was eating.
Yeah. Waikiki, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, I've seen people to link Patreon and join. I've seen people to link Patreon and join. Not exactly sure what you're trying to say there. But
I know what he's trying to say. He's saying I was one of the first people to join BBD's join, and that's a fine join he's got going on.
okay.
Thank you to Waikiki for
Yeah.
being a join member.
I lost that.
But Patreon is why I'm not doing the join. So that, but thank you, Waikiki. I appreciate that. So if you want to join my join, you have to join the Patreon. I'm not doing a join thing, whatever it is.
You have to.
Whatever
you
this
have to
join to join
Patreon
thing is
his
that seems to
Patreon.
be so popular on YouTube now. I don't know. I'm staying away from that. So if you want to join the Uncle Lou join, you have to click the Patreon link in the description of the videos and join the Patreon.
Patronize his Patreon.
Yeah. Anyway, Slim, we'll let you go, buddy. We appreciate you coming on, though. Had a guest not show up this morning, so appreciate you filling in for a few minutes. Good to hear
Be
from
safe out there, Slim.
I'll try. We'll get this go. I'll get it set up one of these days when I can. Unfortunately, I don't know always day to day what I'm doing, so it's hard for me to book a spot on. But we'll get around to it one of these days.
Sounds good.
All right, boss.
Glad you could join us.
Oh yes, it made my day, BVD. It did just because of you.
Oh, what a guy. See?
All right, Slim.
What
We'll
I'm
talk
talking
to you next time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Y'all be good.
You too. Slim Shady Canes. Filling in
Chess
like
wants to
champ.
know if he can join the Skype join.
Not unless he can tell me his Skype name.
He said he sent you a message on Skype, I think.
Well, no.
We're not looking for a message on Skype, I think. We're looking for a message on Skype.
Yeah.
And we love you too, Melissa.
Chess, I understand what you're saying, and we do want you on the show, buddy. But unless you can type your Skype name in the comment section, it's just not happening. The whole I sent you a message and I called you with a 19-digit nuclear launch code and all this kind of stuff. That's just, I mean, now you're doing it again. Unless you can just tell me your Skype name, I mean, that's just how it is. So I don't know what this, telling me that your Skype name is live:/CID.7168292428288CDFGBI2. I'm sorry, buddy.
Type your Skype name in the comments.
Everybody has a Skype name. If you have a Skype account, you have a Skype name. If you can't type that in the comments section so that I can add you to the call, then you just can't come on. But it's just that's just what it is. Melissa May, thank you for the super chat, ma'am. This is just because I love y'all. We love you too. No doubt about it. Thank you. Mike Reiser said, Skype.
Yeah, somebody.
Type,
I saw that comment
Skype.
a couple of weeks ago when you first brought this up. I had to turn my microphone off. That was good.
Anyone ever seen the movie The Stone Aged? No, I haven't. Is that the one with is it Jack Black that's in that or something? No, I've never seen that.
He says TikTok guy Chess Hall is his Skype name.
Let's find out. Yep. All right.
Good grief, finally.
Well, listen.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I apologize.
I knew with a little bit of motivation you could figure it out.
Yeah, I didn't know you could look that up. All I saw was live and the nuclear launch code. So
I mean, it's the same way as a phone call. You can't. If you call me and I answer, it hangs up on BVD. So that's a no.
Oh.
I have to. I call you and add you to the existing call. So it's.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, there's no reason to apologize. Well, there kind of is, but that's just how it is. So that's why you just know you just know your Skype name. You type it in, and we add you. It's just it's that simple.
My bad. So. Like I said, my bad.
All good. Anyway, we need updates on the Maine situation.
Oh yeah, that's done over with. There's nothing going on there.
All right, because of course we had you on the one day, wedding bells were ringing and then literally like 2 days later it was over. She broke up with you for an unknown reason, but then it seemed like a couple of days later I heard she was messaging you again or something.
Yeah, she messaged me and was like, "Hey, can we be friends?" on such kind of stuff, and I just flat out told her I was like, "No, I can't do it." I don't want to, because I know how girls are. They reel you back in, and I'm not stupid. So.
Well, I definitely agree with you there. So when was the last time you had any contact with this individual?
Probably like 3 days ago. Her little girl's sick, so she told me that.
Okay.
I was checking up on her little girl.
Right. So that's the angle she's trying to use now.
Oh yeah, she's using the hey, let's be friends, and then the oh, poor pitiful me kind of excuse.
My kid misses you type of thing.
Yeah, because her little girl
doesn't get much lower than that.
Yeah, I mean her little girl is like only like 1 year old, so her little girl probably don't even remember me.
Right, but she's trying to use that to reel you back in, though.
Yeah, she's not a good mother. I'll just say that.
That's a low blow.
That's the truth.
Damn, now you just said she's a bad mother.
I think she is, honestly.
Wow.
I mean, if you use your kid to get a man back that you hardly have known, or that you've only known for a year and that you've never met, that's kind of low, isn't it?
Are there any...
It's kind of a desperate act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Are there any irons in the fire?
Oh, actually, I'm talking to a girl who actually lives near me. She lives in North Tennessee.
Oh. Now, how'd you meet?
North Tennessee.
Or she said something. Hold on a second. She texted me, and I'll tell you what she said. She said that she lives north of Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how'd you meet this one?
A dating app.
Yes. Which one?
Oh God, Tinder.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, she's really nice. She's a social worker. She's really cool. And we've actually met.
Stop it.
Yeah. Come on now, Chess.
Stop it.
What? We've met.
Already?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet?
We met in Calhoun. I took her out to eat at the Waffle House.
Oh, good choice.
Hey, she picked it, not me.
So she drove to Calhoun.
Yes, she drove to Calhoun because my truck's a piece of crap and really can't go anywhere right now. I gotta get it fixed.
Why are we just now learning about this, Chess?
Yeah.
Well, because I keep my life private. I don't tell everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. That's right. I forgot about that. Now, I need to know more about this dinner. So how long were y'all talking before this date?
Probably about 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, that seems alarmingly normal. And okay, so you then you make plans to meet.
Wait a minute.
In
Hold
person.
up, Lou. It ain't been 3 or 4 weeks since the main baby.
Yeah, I have.
baby Gilter broke up with you, has it?
It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since that girl broke up with me because I was on the show like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Hmm.
So maybe I'm getting my time.
All right.
So,
If you say so.
be quiet, BBD. Anyway,
So
what
okay,
did you say?
so you talk for 3 or 4 weeks. You then make plans to meet somewhere in the middle at a Waffle House, right?
Yes.
Okay, now whose idea was it to meet?
She wanted to meet me
Okay.
because she FaceTimed me and saw what I looked like, and
Right, and she could hardly contain herself at that point.
She wanted to see if it was real.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it was her idea. Now you jumped at the opportunity.
Oh, of course.
Right. Okay. So you make plans to meet at the Choke and Puke.
I don't know if jumped is the right word, but I get what you're saying.
So plans are made to meet at the Choke and Puke. Now, what day of the week was this supposed to happen?
It happened on a weekend, like a Saturday.
On a weekend on a
Did
Saturday.
you wear,
So you make the
did
plans.
you wear a shirt?
Yes, DVD. God.
Now, was there a certain time y'all were supposed to meet there?
Yeah, we met there at, I think it might have been 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. And how far of a drive was it for you to get there?
Probably about 30, 40 minutes.
30 or 40 minutes. So you left about 2 hours ahead of time, I'm guessing. Right?
Not 2 hours. Maybe
And you
about an
parked
hour.
somewhere across the street or something. You know.
No, that's kind of stalkerish. No, I didn't do that.
Okay, so you actually just got there about on time. Now, who got there first?
Me, of course.
Right. And you got there and she wasn't there, and you're thinking she's not showing up.
No, she called me and when I was giving me an update, she was like, "Hey, I'm like 10 minutes away. Hey, I'm 5 minutes away."
Okay. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, when she's telling you she's 5 minutes away, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you now?
Oh, I had the butterflies going in the stomach.
Okay.
Some big ass butterflies.
And you
I
probably
know, right?
you probably knew what kind of car she was driving or something, right? Like, hey, I'll be in this type of a car.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see that car start to pull into the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
What's going through your mind at that point?
I'm like, I hope she likes me. Maybe she will. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, she clearly already likes you. She just
I
drove
meant,
halfway
like,
across
in
the damn
person.
country to see you.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck. Pardon my language. I meant like, it's different on the phone than it is in person.
Right. Now, you had seen pictures of her, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
What
I
about any
FaceTimed
video?
her.
Had you seen any video of her?
Yeah, we FaceTimed.
Okay, so you knew 100% what was going to get out of that car.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now, a lot of times on videos and pictures and things, depending on the angle that the video might or might not be shot at, and different things with lighting in that, they can be a little deceiving and or deceptive even. So now with the scale of 1 to 10, a 10 being when she got out of the car, it was exactly what you thought it would be, and it looked exactly like what you thought it would look like, and a 0 being, nothing like it at all. How close was reality to FaceTime?
9.5.
9.5. So okay, so far so good then, because even if she's ass ugly, if you know that ahead of time, and then ass ugly gets out of the car, how surprised really can you be? But I'm not saying that's the case, but so what got out of the car was exactly what you were expecting.
Yep.
Okay. Now, do you think she feels the same way?
Well, yeah, she automatically ran up to me and gave me a big hug. So
Okay.
Let's quit beating around the bush. Let's get to the important stuff.
Well,
here.
I'm getting there, but
No.
I'm getting there. But
What'd you eat? What'd you have to eat?
All of this is important. Don't rush this. This is a great story. Okay.
Okay.
So she gets out of the car. She runs up to you and gives you a hug. Okay. So things are going good. Y'all go inside and sit down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, was there a lot? Was there a lot of conversation? Was it awkward at all?
No, it was like we were talking on the phone pretty much, but in person.
Right. Okay. The waitress comes up and takes your order.
Yes.
All right.
Were you puffy yet? Had you gotten puffy yet?
What do you mean, puffy?
Did you get a chub?
Oh, good God. I'm not some sexual deviant. Good grief.
And I'm not talking about being a sexual deviant. I mean, you're meeting this woman in person. I mean,
I said I have butterflies in my stomach. That's about it.
but nobody wants to know about butterflies or
There's
pterodactyls in your
There
stomach.
is more to the story after Waffle House if you just give it time.
Yeah, let me walk
All
Jess
right,
through
go
this
ahead.
story here. I'm a professional,
anxious, man.
here.
I want to get to the good
like a
stuff.
movie.
Go ahead.
Just listen.
Go ahead.
Stop. Okay, so the waitress comes up and takes the order. You guys are sitting there talking. Now, at any point, do you tell the waitress, like, "Hey, guess what? We met online, and this is our first date." Do you tell the waitress that? No. Okay. She doesn't ask or anything. She doesn't care.
No.
Okay. So now to BVD's point, now what did you guys order?
I can't exactly remember what she ordered, but I do remember what I ordered.
All right.
I ordered a egg, or not egg, of course an egg, an omelet with everything on it, pretty much, like onions and all that kind of stuff, and some hash browns.
Now, did you want to order more, but you intentionally ordered less because you're like, I really don't want this girl the first time she sees me to see me eat like a friggin' pig, so I'm just going to order about half what I really want to order? Or did you just order what you wanted?
I mean, I ordered what I wanted. I mean, I could eat more, but I ordered what I wanted.
Now, what about her? Do you think she actually ordered what she wanted, or do you think she ordered about half of what she wanted?
I think she ordered what she wanted.
Okay, you just don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I can't remember what she ordered. I really
don't. Was her face scattered, smothered, covered, and chunked, or was it just regular?
Like, did she have food on her face? Is that what you're trying to say? Good God, BBD, just say it, man.
No, I mean,
story.
No, I'm not ruining shit. I gotta have particulars. Was she pretty?
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Oh, she's gorgeous. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of her. I'll send you a picture of her after the show.
I'm good. I don't want me to get puffy over here and have to take your woman from you.
All right, Lou, just continue, please. Good God.
Okay, so the two of you,
Butterface.
two of you enjoy your meal.
Mm-hmm.
And now the check comes.
Yeah.
Is it one check or two?
One check, of course.
Okay, and so
you don't even have to ask, Lou. He took care of the check.
So did she mind paying, or?
She offered to pay, but I told her, I was like, no, I'm paying.
Scholar and a gentleman, which we probably could have assumed that. Okay, so the meal is over.
Did you pay with change?
Oh my God, I paid with cash.
Okay.
So the meal's over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you sit there and what do you do? Do you order a cup of coffee afterwards?
No, I don't really drink coffee. But we sit there and talk for a good another hour or two.
Right. Okay. And now the whole time you're sitting there talking. Now, well, let me back up a little bit. When the plans were made to meet at Waffle House for dinner or whatever this was, prior to actually being at Waffle House, was anything after Waffle House ever discussed? Whether that be a movie, a walk in the park, was anything after meeting at Waffle House discussed?
No, not at all.
Okay. So the whole time y'all are sitting there eating, in your head clearly is, okay, what's next, right? You have to be thinking that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And probably she's thinking that too.
Mm-hmm.
So you eat and you're done and you're talking and all that. At what point does it come up and who brings it up about, okay, what do we do now?
Me, I was like, so I know you live far away. Where are you staying the night at? Because I know you're not going to drive home in the dark and all this other kind of stuff. And then she was like, well, I was going to get a hotel room. And I was like, no, I'm not. No, you can come stay with me if you want to.
Oh, Lord.
You can spend the night at my house if you want to.
All right. And now y'all are sitting at the booth of Waffle House having this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does she say when you basically invite her to have a spend the night party with you?
She was like, "Okay, that's cool. That's fine."
Yeah.
Tramp.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
rid of her.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what happened? So you leave the Waffle House, and what happens? She follows you to your house.
Yeah.
All right. And what time is it now?
It's about. Let's see. I got there about 2 or 2:30. It's like 6 or 7.
Okay. So it's just about time to eat again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, you can answer this question any way you want. I don't know what your situation is or how much you even want to say about it, but is there anyone else under your roof?
Well, yeah, of course.
And
Oh God.
is that awkward or no?
No, it wasn't awkward. I mean, I live in a really big house, so there's like multiple bedrooms.
Right. And so you're just like, hey, just letting you know, such and such is spending the night.
Well, of course, I called the. Okay, I live with my mom. Okay, everybody, I'll just go ahead and get out of the way. I live with my mom. I told my mom that she come down, and my mom was like, "Okay, just be respectful, sleep in separate rooms or whatever, because it's kind of wrong because the person not y'all meet." I was like, "Okay, cool."
That's happening.
Anyways.
Okay. Now, and she obviously already knew your living arrangements.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're basically meeting this girl for the first time at Waffle House and then immediately bringing her home to meet mom.
Well, she didn't meet mom that night. No, my mom was already in the bed asleep.
Okay, so you just did kind of like the sneak in the back door thing. Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now she was already asleep, but clearly the ground rules that mom laid down were followed.
Not really. No.
Okay. Okay. So now she had an overnight bag.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
She had an overnight bag that she had packed.
No, she didn't have an overnight bag at all. No.
Oh, what was she planning on sleeping in?
I guess because she wore down there.
What did she in fact end up sleeping in?
The correct answer, or the best case scenario answer, would be my bed.
Yeah, she ended up sleeping in my bed. Yes, of course. And
What size bed you got, Jess?
I think I got a queen or a king. I'm not really sure.
And
It's a pretty big bed.
as far as how that went, would you say? I mean, did you get to know her in the biblical sense, or?
Yes, we kicked the tires. If you want to know,
Okay, all right, and
tires were kicked.
right. And how long ago was this?
Let's see. I can't remember now. Hell, shit, I don't remember.
All right.
I don't remember the exact date. It wasn't too long ago though.
All right, so she spends the night. You dusted her off, and you wake up the next morning, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mom's got breakfast ready in the kitchen.
No.
No?
I fixed the girl breakfast.
Okay. Did you bring it to her in bed or?
Yeah, I brought it to her in bed.
Okay. Did you feed her?
Yeah.
Okay.
She yeah.
All right. And at some point, y'all have to get up and start milling around, or whatever. Brush your teeth, rinse, hose off, whatever it is you do.
Uh-huh.
And then you go downstairs and meet mom. Right?
No, she didn't meet mom at all. No.
Oh.
As soon as we got up at I got up at 8, fixed her breakfast around. It took me maybe 10, 15 minutes to fix breakfast.
Do you have any rubber gloves at home, Chess?
Oh, good God. Yes, we do have rubber gloves at home.
Did you cut the middle finger off or the thumb off to use for a condom?
That's just awful, BBD. You're an awful individual. You just ruined the story. Why? I don't understand why you have to be the dirty one and Lou's got to be the clean, nice one. I don't understand.
Clean, nice. Okay.
I'm a
all
real
right, I'm gonna be
professional.
quiet
I'm
right
a
here.
professional. So okay, you guys eat breakfast in bed. You get up, you hose off, you get dressed, all that kind of stuff. She never meets mom. Now, why is that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird meeting my mom like the first time we hang out. It's kind of creepy.
Right. No, I agree. So, so she leaves to go back home that day?
Yeah, but I mean, we hung out before she went home.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I mean, this was an amazing experience and an amazing night for you.
I will say this. I'll say this. We did something that I never thought I would do in my 23 years of living. We went on my dream date that day.
Well, we got to hear about this.
Okay. Well, my dream date has always been to get blankets and put them in the bed of my truck and watch the stars. So we did that night, and she drove home in the dark. And then she called me when she got home, and that's about it. That's all that happened.
Yeah. That's an amazing story. Now, you ate Waffle House, and then we know you went back home and that. What was for dessert?
What do you mean, at Waffle House?
No.
What do you mean? What was it for dessert? What do you mean?
I mean, what was for dessert?
There was no dessert.
BVD, do you want to?
Oh, good God. What do you mean? Okay, BVD, what does he mean?
No, bad chest. Don't want to hear from me. I'm too dirty.
No. Oh, my God. Stop being a big baby. Go ahead. What?
Go ahead, BVD.
Come on, say it. I know you want to say it. Say it.
Did you play? Did you licky licky?
Oh, good God. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I just want to know why we don't have any TikTok proof of any of this.
I mean,
you're a TikTok guy at Chest Hall now, for Christ's sake.
She's not on TikTok.
She could have been.
No, she's never. She don't even know what TikTok. I've asked her. I said, "Do you know what TikTok is?"
Chest.
She said no.
Do you or do you not have a TikTok account?
Me? Yes, I have 2 of them.
Do you or do you not upload TikTok videos daily?
Yes.
Why is there no TikTok proof of this encounter?
Because I've learned to keep my relationship status away from TikTok because it's just trouble.
Okay.
BVD, can you ask him? We're looking for specifics here.
Oh, God.
BVD, you of all people, I think, should know what we're getting at here, BVD. But so, can you ask the question in a more specific way?
The whole
the dessert.
Did you bang her question?
The dessert.
I thought I did.
I answered yes.
Well, you asked a generic question. Did you
ask it? Just ask him.
Did you eat pie or cake?
I ate pie. Oh my God! Is this a kid-friendly show? Can we just say it? I mean, good God.
Well, I don't know why BVD won't say it. His entire channel is built around it.
Oh, good God. BB, just say it. Come on, bro. Just say it.
Hell, at this point, I don't even know if I understand what he's wanting me to ask.
Just end the show.
Did you eat her chest? Chest, did you eat her asshole?
No, that's fucking nasty. You're crazy. That's gross.
Well, I mean, you're down there an inch away.
I thought you meant like vagina. Yeah, vagina, but not asshole. No. I mean, I'm not saying I've never done that with a girl before, but I mean.
So why are you acting like it's such a bad thing now?
It's the first date. Good God. I'm not.
Oh, God. For Christ's sake. You've already got the chick home and in bed. Why stop now?
Can we just end the show? I'm done. I want to get off here. I'm embarrassed. I feel like there's going to be a part 2 to this now. Oh God.
Did she eat any dessert?
No, that's gross. I'm not telling anymore. I'm hanging up. This is weird. This has gotten awkward. I'm freaked out now. DVD. Good
Jess,
God.
this was a great story. I'm happy for you personally. Now,
Sure you are.
Now, what's next here with in this relationship?
Oh, I'm supposed to be going up this weekend to see her.
Okay, and the truck's gonna make it
in a truck that don't run.
I mean, it runs, but I mean, it's a piece of crap. But I mean, I'll get there.
right.
Go Greyhound and leave the driving to them.
Greyhound. She only lives like 2.5 hours from me.
Yeah, this is a lot better situation
And
than
wait,
the main
wait,
situation.
wait. You live in southern Georgia and she lives in North Nashville. Fuck you driving a rocket?
He lives in northern Georgia.
Oh, I thought he said he lived in southern Georgia.
No,
Okay.
No,
way
live
up
in north. Damn, BBD, open your ears, son.
Okay.
Anyways, what were you saying, Lou?
What was I saying? Oh, so this relationship is headed in the right direction.
Yes, and I'm not gonna do like the last one. I'm gonna take this one slow. I'm not gonna be slow.
Oh, that's apparent.
Right.
Clearly, you're going to take this one slow.
Oh,
And,
I mean, I did take it slow. If you want details, I'll tell you details.
How many
on 'em.
kids does she have? This one, new one.
She don't have no kids at all.
Boy, this just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting
Yeah.
better. So there's no way she's a bad mom.
No, I feel bad that I said that now. Anyways, oh well, whatever.
Well, listen. I think I speak for BVD and everyone in the comments section when I say that we look forward to hearing the next chapter in this saga.
Oh yeah, next week for sure. Definitely have you on the show, and I'll let you know what happened this weekend.
Yeah, you let me know after you make that trip up there, and we'll have you back on because you can't just leave people hanging here. I mean, people feel like they. I mean, this is like a movie, and people need to know what happens next. So.
Yeah, BBD, don't ruin the movie. You gotta have a slow build up to the.
Hey, look, next time I'm just going to listen and learn, Chess.
You know I love you, BBD. Don't get off
I'm just going to listen and learn, brother.
All right, guys. I'll let y'all go. I'll let y'all know what happens this weekend next week.
All right, Chess. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
All right, see y'all.
Have a good one. Or have another good one.
Chess Hall is getting it done.
He is.
Now, the logical question here. If Chess can do it.
I know where you're going with this, Lou.
BVD can do it.
We're waiting on you, buddy.
I got to get on that. We have to. What did he say he used to find this dime piece?
Tinder
Tinder.
talk.
Tinder. We got to make BVD a Tinder talk. Chess Hall is putting in work.
Well, I mean, I could just come on here next week and tell you a story.
Oh, yeah. That would be great.
Get up with me next Tuesday morning and I'll have a good story for you.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I'm already setting. I think, well, if we hadn't closed the Crystal down here in town, I would have, I'd plan a date at Crystal. So we got a Sonic though.
Chess Hall is the most eligible bachelor on YouTube.
Not anymore.
Well, if you notice, he said he's keeping all this off TikTok. We know why that is. He's keeping his options open.
Yeah.
Who was it who said, I forget which comedian it was. He said, a man is only as faithful as his options.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know what we could possibly do now other than just end the show, because that was
Yeah, I
just
think
amazing.
that was a mic drop moment right there.
Yeah. Chess, I'm happy for you, buddy. We look forward to hearing the update from you in a week or so. Thanks for calling in. Shout out to Slim Shady Canes for taking some time with us this morning. Oh, we got some super chats that somehow skipped by me. Too. Brian Biak says these are functional members of society. Waikiki says, Lou, how is BVD future ex-wife coming along?
That's code for get on it, Lou.
Yeah, I got to get on that Tinder thing. Brian, thank you, sir. He says this was the best show ever. That was probably the best conversation we've had since the last time Chess was on.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to agree.
That was good. Tom.
I think we just need to go ahead and pencil in a weekly Chess Hall update.
I think you're right. We have to make it happen. It's must see LouTube.
That's got to be our first, and it only took us 5 months to do this. That's got to be our first regular segment.
Yeah.
If you will.
That was great. Chess, thank you. BVD, thank you, sir. Another day gone.
Yep, another day in the books. Tomorrow we're off. Sadly, Lou, I hate that we're going to be off on your birthday, but, you know.
Well, I'll come hang out on your stream tomorrow night.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do that. I appreciate it. I mean, you should enjoy your birthday with your family.
We're going to do a dinner here, just me and Mrs. Lou and the kids tomorrow. And then this weekend we're doing something with her parents and my dad and that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'll pop in tomorrow tomorrow and see you. And then I'll be back tonight, guys, at 10 o'clock for the call-in show, Uncle Lou After Dark at 10 p.m., the college football call-in show. So I look forward to talking with a lot of you. Then big shout-out to all y'all for tuning in this morning. Hope you enjoyed the show. I did. I'm not going to lie. And that's not always the case when I get ready to end these shows, but it is the case today. It was a good show today. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Thanks to everybody that supported the show through the Super Chat and the PayPal. BVD's next show will be tomorrow night at 8. I'll see you tonight at 10. BVD, any last words, sir?
Thank you guys for always being awesome. We love you, and we'll see you here in 2 days.
All right.
Lou, enjoy your birthday in case I don't talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. And
I'll surely shoot you a happy birthday text and all that good stuff.
Man, that sure will.
You have a good one.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. Have a good morning.
I'm drunk about ya, inside my heart. 'Cause late night I'm a mess. Shut down the lights and hear it out. What darkness has to say. I'm thinking you.
You're listening to Chill Your Mind Radio.